Welcome back to another episode of Jason's Bricks in 5, where I discuss LEGO content in videos of around 5 minutes. Well, some of you may be sick of these, but it's time for another LEGO Oswald vignette update. Brick Slopes is fast approaching, and I've got a couple more done. Now, these are 2 of the original 27 cartoons that Walt Disney made with the character of Oswald as the star between 1927 and 1928, before he lost the rights to the distributor and ended up creating Mickey Mouse. But irregardless, they made these cartoons, and I'm trying to make a vignette for each of the original 27 plus the most recent one they made after they got the rights back. But 6 of the 27 are lost, and this is 2 of them. So it does create a little bit of a challenge in that I don't have actual cartoons that I can watch to go off of. But fortunately, they have found sketchboards and a few drawings of some of these. So that's kind of what I've tried to base it off of, and hopefully we've captured the spirit of Oswald here. So the 2 that we have Ridem Plowboy and Harem Scarem. As I mentioned, these are both from 1928. We'll start with Ridem Plowboy. So this one, Oswald is on a farm, and he's milking cows and doing some different chores, I guess. But in one of the storyboards, they show a tornado coming as he's milking the cow, and then him and the cow are up in the tornado. And so that's kind of what I've tried to create here. So you can see I had to figure out, how do you create a tornado out of Lego, especially in a small scale, and make it look like that. So I don't know if I've captured it or not, but I did my best. I started by creating a small farm underneath there, kind of a micro scale farm, and then the cow, and we've got them attached there. And I'm happy with it. I think it looks really good. It captures kind of that cartoon sense with the cow's face and build, and overall, I think it's pretty good. Moving on to Harem Scarem. Now this one, again, another lost cartoon, but this one's a little bit different. They did find some drawings of an early part, and that's kind of what I've depicted here, but of an early part where Oswald's riding a camel, and they've taken those original drawings and animated those. So you can actually find a clip out on YouTube if you want to watch that. It's, I don't know, maybe about 10 or 15 seconds. But anyways, in the beginning of the cartoon, Oswald, from what I understand, is riding a camel through the desert. And then he comes upon an oasis and ends up running into a sheik who has, a damsel captured. And I believe that's probably Hortensia, but I don't know because the cartoon's lost. But anyways, he ends up rescuing her from the sheik, and they ride off, I guess is what happened. But I've tried to capture here kind of the dunes and the desert, and I've done this brick-built camel with Oswald on top, because at the beginning he was kind of bouncing around, and that's what I've tried to capture. So I like the way that the sun looks there, and the background is fairly simple. I just use kind of some rounded slope pieces to create the dunes, but I really like the camel. Now, I did cheat a little bit, I'll just be honest. You can see these bars. I actually heated them up and bent them. So that's how I got the legs in that position, because I wanted it to have a little bit of movement. And I don't know, maybe they make those, but I just went with what I had, and it was easier to do. So there you have it. These are our 2 vignettes for today. Let me know what you think. Does the tornado look like a tornado? Does a camel look like a camel? And overall, do you think the project's coming along well? In the last few, I've tried to show them, I got some feedback that people wanted to see them together. I've actually started packing for Brick Slopes, so I don't actually have these to put with the others, but if you keep watching, soon you'll see a compilation. You'll actually get to see them all pretty soon, because I think I'm going to make it. So thanks for watching this episode of Jason's Bricks in 5, and we'll see you next time. Happy building!